Welcome to Unit 3 of Developing Congregational Prayer Ministries. I would like to spend just a little bit of time with you here looking at Units 1, 2, and 3 and trying to present some of the rationale as to why some of these assignments have been placed together as they have been. Most of our time hopefully will be focused on Unit 3. But in Unit 1, of course, was an introduction or orientation to this course, but I also had you look at several websites, and there was a twofold purpose for you doing this. Number one, I wanted you just to become familiar with some of the historical and contemporary prayer movements that might be reflected through these sites, but also these sites may serve as a good resource for you for some of your course projects that are coming up. And I'm hoping you're able to navigate through this content quite well. The discussion assignment we gave you in Unit 1, addressing the question of why pray, there's a strategic reason for asking you that question. At the end of the course, you'll be presented the very same question, why pray? And I'm hoping to see how maybe your understanding and appreciation for the ministry of prayer expands through the duration of this course. In Unit 2, you were introduced to the book by Cheryl Sachs, The Prayer Saturated Church, and viewed Jim Cymbala's message on the House of Prayer. It seems as though from your comments that you have found that to be a very edifying message by Jim Cymbala. In Unit 2, you were introduced to the purpose of the Prayer Action Team, and we're introduced to your Prayer Ministries project. And as we come into Unit 3, which is really the main reason for making this video right now, into Unit 3, I'm just trying to get there on my own computer here. Here in Unit 3, the current unit, after viewing this video presentation, you'll be looking at a video of the Fulton Street Revival and of the Haystack Revival, and you'll be viewing those reflecting on the impact that prayer can have on the course of history. And your discussion assignment for this unit is going to be to reflect on what you're observing here, as well as in some of the reading assignments. You're going to be reading Amazing Answers to Prayer, The Miraculous History. You'll be reading a history of the Global Day of Prayer, and you'll be continuing your reading in the 3 textbooks. You're going to be given a writing assignment in this unit, a 3 to 5 page paper on historical/contemporary prayer movement presentation. The purpose of this paper is to be a practical paper, a paper that you can use in your ministry context to make a presentation regarding historical and contemporary prayer movements. Now, that really is going to be the nature of nearly every assignment you'll do in this course. My intent is to make this a very usable, or make these products of your assignments very usable items, very practical items for you to implement within your own ministry context. We're given a little more detail on the Prayer Ministries project here in Unit 3. I'm providing for you a planning guide for developing congregational prayer ministries, and it's a download directly from the course site here. And after reviewing that, it's time in this unit. This is the time when you need to actually meet for an orientation meeting with your prayer action team to explain to them their purpose and to give them kind of an introduction to the planning seminar or retreat that you will be conducting with them. And here within the Unit 3 assignment post, you will see that that seminar also needs to be scheduled at about this time. Go ahead and be putting that together, either an all-day seminar within a setting in which you can be free from distraction, so that you and your prayer ministry team together, and you're not doing the planning for them. Your prayer action team is to be a help to you in this. They work together with you to do the planning. You don't plan for them, they work with you. That needs to be real clear, okay? This should not be a heavy burden to you to work with the prayer action team. This is a team of people that helps you. You don't do a bunch of work for them, and they're not doing a lot of work to give you a burdensome load of things to do. You're working together to assess the state of prayer in your ministry context, and together to work to set some goals, to set a course of action, to make a covenant together regarding how that is to be pursued, and to work a plan together with your prayer action team. They're going to help you in this journey, lighten the load considerably. In addition to scheduling this planning seminar or retreat, you need to also make sure you've scheduled your first regular meeting with them following the retreat. So there's quite a bit of work to be done in this unit, but this is foundational work. Now, my design for this course is this, that in the front end, it's kind of heavy and a lot of content, a lot of things of this nature to be done, a lot of logistics, but it's setting the stage, it's setting a foundation for a launch of your project, of your prayer ministry project. And once that gets going, you're gonna pick up a momentum. The momentum's going to carry you through the course. So there's a lot of upfront work here in setting this up. I'd encourage you not to fall behind in that. If you have questions, feel free to email me or to instant message me, and I'll be available to you as a resource as you're trying to pull this all together. I think it's clear in the way it's laid out, but I know there is a possibility some point of clarification might be needed. A final thing I just want to run by you. I'm doing an experiment, a communications experiment with some of my students in certain contexts, and that is, I'm experimenting in the possibilities of video conferencing. This is not a requirement for you in this course to do this, but if you would be interested in experimenting with some video conferencing options that we might use later on, please let me know. What that means is you would have to have a webcam, a microphone, and what this would involve will be a few sessions together of live interaction online using video and audio. Again, this is not required for this course, but if you're interested in joining me in this experimental session, please let me know. Okay, I think that's all for right now. May God bless you in this week ahead, in this journey, and exploring the ministry of prayer.